Good morning, everybody. My name is Christian Long, and today we're going to go through the steps on how to remove and replace the bulbs on a 2013 Ford Focus ST MK3. So the tools that we're going to need for this today is going to be a bit driver with a T30 hex head. You're going to need a ratchet with a 10mm socket, and that's pretty much it. Now, the first thing you want to make sure is that the car is powered off. Then the next steps we're going to do is remove the negative terminal from the battery. I've already done this, but I'll go ahead and walk you through the steps on how to do so. So what you're going to do is you're going to remove this bracket right here, and you're going to pull the battery out. Take a 10mm socket, you're going to attach it to your ratchet, and you're going to ratchet it off. As soon as you get it off, you lift it up, and that is it. This is just to ensure that you don't electrocute yourself while you're removing any electrical wiring. Now the next step is going to be to come back over here and grab your T30 bit driver and come over to our headlights. I've already removed this one just as a quick example to see what it looks like. It's not a very difficult job. So you're going to go ahead, you're going to pop the hood, ensure that it's safely mounted. You're going to come over here. These are your T30 screws. There's one here, and there's one here. Super easy. So we're gonna go ahead and remove these. You're gonna take your driver, you're gonna insert it. You're gonna slowly twist until you begin to feel it come out. Once it gets to about this point, you can wiggle it, it's almost free. Pull it, boom. Now, don't lose these, so put them somewhere secure. I put them right here in the rain guard. I'm gonna go ahead and repeat these same steps over here. Keep twisting, keep twisting. You can wiggle it, now pull it out. Again, in the rain guard, do not lose these. We're gonna go ahead and secure our bit driver. And now that we have our bit driver secured, we're gonna go ahead and pull up gently, and you'll see that this is held in right here by this little connector. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this out, we're gonna slightly set it around to the side, right about there, just sitting on the bumper. And you're gonna wiggle this. You're gonna make sure it's not too tight. And keep wiggling. You wanna make sure there's no securing clips. So, right there, you see that? Now it's coming out. Boom, super simple. Now, be careful with this. It's filled with expensive stuff. We'll go ahead and set the unit right here. This is what it looks like without the headlight inside of it. Super simple to remove. Again, right there, that's where you're gonna re-secure it from. Now, moving on, this is where your bulbs are gonna be located. This is gonna be your low beam. This will be your high beam. Each one is separate, and they each have their own connectors. So as you can see in here, I've got some silica gels to prevent moisture from building up in there. These are HID bulbs, which means they're a hell of a lot more expensive, but they're also more difficult to replace in general. So you're gonna pinch that right there again. Pinch and then pull up gently. You don't wanna break anything. And there's your bulb. Now these are very particular bulbs. You wanna make sure to not touch the glass end at all. If you get any of your finger oils on there, you wanna try and clean them off to the best of your ability, because any skin oils or oils in general that make contact with that glass can cause the bulb to fail early. Now this bulb is secured in here very lightly. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna pinch the sides. Again, you don't wanna make contact with that bulb, and you're just gonna kinda pull up, wiggle, and there you go. It comes right out. Super simple. So it's gonna be secured right in that little grommet right there. So this is how you get the bulb out. To reinstall, basically the same exact steps, but in reverse. And there you go, we've secured the bulb. Now we're gonna go ahead and reinsert this bulb back in here. So this is kind of a pain sometimes. You've got to line it up just right, especially on these ST3 models where they like to do these HAD lights. It's just kind of a finagling game until you figure it out. I'm picking up what I'm putting down. So I'm gonna go ahead and spend a minute or two trying to get this in. It's just, again, you got to keep kind of wiggling it, and there's a certain angle to it that you just got to kind of feel out. It's hard to show you guys, but you really just got to feel her out. All right, now that we've gotten that re-secured, again, it's kind of a pain, figure it out, but you see these two, wow, where are they at? These alignment posts right here and right here. You want to slide these plastic pieces right in between them. It's more so on this side, less on this side. You want to make sure you don't twist up all the wires. That's where I was getting caught up at. You know, you're just getting stuck trying to shove it in there, and the bulb might want to pop out. So it could take a couple minutes to figure that out, but that's okay. Now we're going to stick our silica gels back in there. Again, that's not a requirement. I just do that to keep moisture from damaging the bulbs themselves. Secure this rubber ring right here. Make sure it's all right and tight. You know, again, we really want to prevent moisture from going into these headlights because moisture equals bad with electronics. Now, we're going to move on to these high beams over here. These high beams are a different type of bulbs. So these ones would be D8S bulbs. Again, D8S bulbs. These bulbs over here are going to be H11 or DS3 bulbs. Now these are a very similar process to remove. You pinch, again, pinch this right here. You pinch this and pull up. And it's gonna remove the whole bulb connector. Set this to the side. And now with this on the side, you see these two little prongs. That's your actual bulb right there. Now it's kind of a pain to get out. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that removed. All right, now we've gotten the whole bulb removed. Super simple. So again, you're gonna pinch, you're gonna pull out, and it's just gonna pop right out. And change the bulb, you're gonna go ahead and simple as that. These two little prongs, these are what connect. This is gonna be an H7 bulb. There you go. Now again, when working with these bulbs, you want to be cautious as to not touch the filament. If you touch the filament, make sure to clean it as thoroughly as possible because these oils will cause damage to the bulb over time and reduce the longevity of the bulb. Now to put back, it's basically the same exact steps as the last one. You're going to line it up, stick it in there. Now just give me one more minute and I will go ahead and get this secured. All right, now once that's secure, you're going to double check the connection and make sure everything's all good. Now we're going to reinstall these headlights. To reinstall, you want to make sure you reconnect these clips over here. This is what provides power to your headlights, so make sure it's really tight and secure. There we go. That's about as secure as it'll get. Now you want to realign the headlight with the frame. Now that we've got the headlight realigned with the frame, we're going to go ahead and take our screws and our bit driver. We're going to put screws right on the hole. Same on the other side. Then we're going to hand tighten them really lightly and reinstall. So to reinstall these again, you're just going to tighten them up real quick. Make sure they're secure. We're going to do the same on this side. Just want to give them a little tug, make sure the fitment is all right, and we'll repeat on the other side. After finishing the reinstallation of the headlights, again, you want to ensure they're lined up completely perfectly with the body lines. We're going to check again on both sides. Perfect, the body lines look all right. Now I've already gone ahead and finished the attaching the negative terminal back to the battery. That way the battery will receive power still. So now we're gonna go ahead, close the hood and start her up to see if we have power. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead, get inside the vehicle. You're gonna make sure your headlights are in the on position. Now we're gonna go ahead, start the vehicle, make sure it's in neutral. Parking brake is up. Okay, let off the clutch and brakes. Now we're gonna go ahead, check the headlights. First, we're gonna check the low beams. So as you see, the low beams are working on the driver's side, and the low beams are working on the passenger side. We're gonna go inside the vehicle now. We're going to enable the brights. You're gonna do so by pushing. You will see that pop up on the dash. Again, on, off. We're gonna go ahead, move over to the front of the vehicle again. Now we see the high beams are on. The high beams are on. Both beams are on now and functioning. We're gonna go ahead, turn them off, turn off the headlights, put them on the automatic mode, and you are done. Again, that is all you will need today. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed.